What up, what up, what up, YouTube? How's everybody doing today? It's what is it, Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday. I don't know. Uh so what are we bringing to you today? All 10 of you that watch me regularly. We're bringing Augustine Ramos. Unfortunately, I know some people like him, I know some people don't like him. You know, it is what it is, all opinion, right? Bestie in the house. My best friend is here, Juan Cordova. Trucking Alert is here, so you know that if I say anything stupid, it'll be recorded, and you can go look at it later. And but anyway, about Augustine Ramos, I didn't really know what to think about the guy. I just know that he had made a few videos where he's kind of trashing some of our trucking drama people that we all talk about, right? And no problem there. I did like it. Especially the Gentry video, I thought was funny, very telling about who Gentry is as a person. And, nothing to disagree with there. What up, Elite? And something struck me, though, because I never really looked at the guy. And then he made a video where even Unfiltered, who's kind of like, I don't know if they're like cool or not, but I mean, he's never really had anything bad to say about the dude. But Unfiltered commented on the video and was like, "You got to be trolling with this." And maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. It's hard to say. But I started kind of looking into him, and the video in question, he was kind of commenting on why trucking is so fucked up these days. And he started off the video by saying he's got 4 years of experience. 4 years of experience. Now, that's not always a bad thing, right? There's been guys that are newer than me, and I've learned something from them. They brought something to the table that I didn't know or didn't consider. So being inexperienced is not necessarily a bad thing. It doesn't mean you don't know anything. It doesn't mean you're stupid. It doesn't mean you can't do the job, right? We all start somewhere. But 4 years is still pretty new. And normally I wouldn't care, right? Like if you got the CDL and you're doing the job, you should be in the club, right? That's how it works, right? If you're doing it, you're putting your money where your mouth is. But the issue I had with 4 whole years is the fact that if you go and you scroll through his channel, this dude's had more jobs than this guy trucks in 4 years. Right? I think this guy trucks finally hit 10 years. So I mean, he's had a lot of fucking jobs, but at least he's got double digits of time in the industry, right? And he follows a very regular pattern. He follows a very, very regular pattern. You can see it on his channel where he'll say, "I have the best job ever." Then he'll make some kind of funny video in between. Then something bad will happen to him at work, like a pallet will fall over, his dispatcher's dumb, whatever. And then in the next video, he's quitting. Right? It's a pattern. You can literally follow it. One after the other, after the other, after the other. Mega carrier to mega carrier to mega carrier. And I saw that and I was like, well, you got 4 years in the industry, but you got about 2 months of job experience. And you're going to throw in your 2 cents on what's wrong with the industry. What up, Trucking Unfiltered? And he said some shit that just, I don't know. It pissed me off because I was like, are you really that stupid? Maybe he was trolling. I don't know. But he says that the problem in the industry is not drivers who can't speak English. It's owner-operators. Right? Owner-operators are the problem because, and this is his words, I'm not paraphrasing, this is exactly what he says, they can't get a job elsewhere because they can't pass a background check. So the logic there is that Sam Walton founded Walmart, the multi-billion-dollar it is pretty much a country at this point, but the multi-billion-dollar company that has set his family up for the rest of their lives for multiple generations because he probably couldn't pass a background check. I guess that's the logic we're going with here. Jeff Bezos is like the second richest dude in the world because he couldn't pass a background check, so he just had to start his own business. I don't know if I'm going to follow that logic. And as far as the drivers not speaking English, right? They're allowed to work here. I don't care, right? If you're on a work visa, if you're legally allowed to work here, whether you're a citizen or not, I don't give a shit, right? As long as you have to follow the law like I do, that's all I care about, right? So if you're allowed to get out of an inspection because you can tell the officer that you don't speak English, that's where I draw the line, right? I don't care where you came from. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what language you speak. I don't give a shit, right? I'm not Ike. I'm not hanging around with white supremacists. But if you can break the law and you're allowed to get away with it because the cops are too fucking lazy to call an interpreter or put you out of service for not speaking English, that's kind of fucked up, right? But this guy says it's not their problem, right? All these guys that can't speak English, that are taking lower rates, running illegal, not following the law, doing things that we can't do as Americans, right? He says they're cool, not them. They're not the problem. It's definitely the owner operators because they might have something on their record. And he says stuff all the time. I'm going to put out a recorded video on it. I've been gathering up evidence. I know you guys like visual aids, but he says stuff all the time and then immediately contradicts it like a couple weeks later. You know, just as an example, when Trump won the election, he goes, "Good, America has spoken." And then 2 weeks later, he says, "Trump's a fucking sellout. This dude's a clown." And then 2 weeks after that, he said something else that was like pro-Trump. And I'm like, your fucking mind is made up. Every morning when you wake up, it's just different. That's who you are that day. And he kind of, he strikes me as the Mr. By the Mile kind of dude, like whatever job he's working at, that's the best job in the industry. You know, so right now it's JB Hunt because that's where he works. But whatever job he gets next when he quits in 2 months, because it's coming, right? It's coming. He just put out a video where he's driving his JB Hunt truck and he says, "I have the best job ever." So he's going to do a funny video, which I think he already did because he did that Roadrunner Nia video. So he did the funny video, right? So now something bad's going to happen. He's going to show us a video with like a flat tire or a pallet falling over. And then a couple weeks after that, he's going to quit. So it's coming. He's already ready to quit. I don't know where he's going next, but he'll do the same shit. He'll go there. He'll tell everybody he went there. He'll tell you it's the greatest job in the world. He'll have a bad day at work and then he'll quit. And then the cycle will repeat. You know, it's his own fucking Mayan calendar, I guess. But I don't know. I wanted to like the guy because I do think when he talks shit about some of these YouTube truckers, it is funny. Like, he does have a good sense of humor. But then it's like all the shit in between. It's like, I don't know if I can support that. Because it's not a good look to me, honestly. I think that's the problem with the industry is we have people who had a week of training, can't hold a job, but they're telling all the other truck drivers how to be truck drivers. You know, a guy who's had 48 jobs in the last fucking year is putting up videos like, "This is what new truck drivers need to know." They don't need to know anything from you, motherfucker, because you're the last fucking guy that should be giving advice on trucking. You know, that you can't hold a job. You know, this is how you slide your tandems, he says. Like, there isn't 100 fucking videos, 100 million videos of that out already, right? And he probably don't even slide them. He's probably that dude running California with the tandems back. And he is the most basic ass bitch that I've ever seen. So this dude lives in Modesto, right? They should just call it Depresto because it's fucking ugly and boring. And he regularly takes pictures of the beautiful Northern California scenery, right? Highway 299 along the Trinity River, up in the mountains and shit, north of Redding. Just beautiful, beautiful scenery, right? He says California is gorgeous. The rest of the country sucks compared to California. And then he puts up, dude, I want to move to fucking LA, bro. I want to live in LA. I want to go to a dirty, roach and rat infested, overcrowded shithole because that's the dream. That told me everything I need to know about the dude. I was like, this guy is a fucking brain rot, basic ass bitch motherfucker. And he'll say anything in a video to get a view, right? His ultimate goal is he wants a casting house so a bunch of people will come live there. And, they need to be women, of course. And, of course, he doesn't know any. That's what I thought was funny. He was like, if you're coming, you need to bring like 4 or 5 women. It's like, you don't have any women? You want the larger share of the pot, but you don't know any women for your fucking cast house bullshit? I don't know. Pretty sad if you ask me. But what I would do, I support that 100%. I support the cast house. I think we should all support the cast house, tell other people to go join the cast house. And when they have, start your own YouTube channel and just be more successful than him, but live in his house. That's what you should do, because that would be a nice little troll. But yeah, this guy's the most basic ass bitch I've ever seen. He can't hold a job. The only redeeming factor is that when he talks shit about some of the other truck drivers, it is funny. Like I said, he's got a good sense of humor. But as far as like his knowledge of the industry, his authority to speak on the industry, just he ain't the guy, right? He comes across to me as the this guy trucks type mentality where he's not a good trucker. He doesn't like the job, but he knows he gets views by talking about it or being a part of it. But it's not, he doesn't care. He doesn't want to work. He doesn't want to be a part of this, which, fair point. You don't have to, but he just uses that industry for views, right? It's easy to get views because I don't know why. It seems like there's never a shortage of new people that don't know anything about the industry and they Google or look up videos on what is truck driving. And they're not going to get they're not going to get some fucking 15, 20-year driving instructor or some guy that's trained 700,000 drivers or something. They're never going to get that guy's video. They're going to get an Augustine Ramos or this guy Trucks video and just not learn anything, get their CDL, and then be out here on the road with the rest of us. And I think that's a damn shame, honestly. Right. But that's what I got out on this time. Like I said, I got to do a recorded video. I got some video, visual aids that'll kind of show how much of a basic ass bitch this dude is. And after I kind of scrolled through his YouTube just a little bit, I kind of got an idea of who he is as a person. And I don't fucking like him. I'll say that. I don't like him. I think he's kind of a bitch. But we'll get into that, guys. Hopefully he'll respond back to me. I know a lot of these other YouTubers won't do it. They don't want to play. So it's boring when you're making videos and then no one will respond back to you. I mean, you could just make a video and call me an asshole or something, but they won't even do that, right? And I'm calling it right now. The first thing he's going to say, his first argument that he's going to make is my subscribers. I guarantee it. Fucking-tee it. If I'm wrong, I'll put up a poll of videos that you guys want me to make, and I'll be committed to making whatever video you guys vote for. So anyway, guys, that's what I got for this one. I just wanted to kind of set the scene for this guy before I put out my recorded video on him. And we're going to go from there. But anyway, I hope everybody has a good Tuesday. Other than that, like and subscribe. That way, when people watch these videos, they can't say I don't have enough subscribers to talk shit about them. And again, I don't need your money. I just like to annoy people. Anyway, everybody have a good one.